Hello and welcome to Voice of Todd. I'm Tom, and today we're going to talk about all of the MCU news that came out. Get my words out. That came out with the Disney investor call a couple of days ago. We've already covered the Star Wars news, Disney Plus, and the upcoming film that was mentioned. I thought we'd take a look at the Marvel stuff. I'm not the biggest MCU fan. I probably was up until Endgame, but Endgame was a nice little finish for me. I think with how it went and how Endgame has aged over time and not being quite as good as I remember it on second viewing, I've probably lost a bit of interest with the MCU. There isn't really anything outside of Black Widow and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 that I'm interested in. This may change that. There may be a couple of things that we pick up from. But let's take a quick look. Let's see what's going on. So for movies, and I am here on GameSpot.com. I will put a link in the description if you want to check this out yourself. But with movies, let's start off with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This is the now Sam Raimi helmed Doctor Strange sequel. It has been revealed that America Chavez will be coming to this. Set for theatres December 2021. We haven't got a trailer. Interesting. It also says that Rachel McAdams is back as Dr. Christine Palmer, who is Strange's love interest. I thought that was already confirmed anyway. Seems to be a lot going into this Multiverse of Madness. Quite a lot of Marvel characters are appearing and reprising roles and things, so that could be quite a big one. Sam Raimi doesn't do bad work either, so I'll probably watch that, and once I've seen the trailer, I might be a little bit more excited about that one. Captain Marvel 2, this was pretty much a done deal after the first one grossed over $1 billion. Not a huge Captain Marvel fan. The film was good, but I liked it more for Samuel L. Jackson. And the time setting, the soundtrack was great. Never really had any connection to Captain Marvel. Saying here that there's going to be an adult version of Monica Rambeau. She was the youngster. The co-pilot's kid. I'm terrible with names for films I don't care about. Yeah, so we're going to get an adult version of her. Also, it sounds like Kamala Khan, who is Miss Marvel, is going to be appearing in this as well. Now, they did touch on, probably further down below, they did touch on Miss Marvel getting her own TV show, probably off the back of the success of her role in the Avengers video game. If the video game was a success, who's to say? It sounds like it lost a lot of money to me, and I didn't enjoy it when I played the demo. I think I'm just washed out. There's been too much Marvel. It's been such a big climax with Endgame, and I'm kind of done now. I feel, but that was inevitable. I think Brie Larson's back for that one, so if you enjoyed the first Captain Marvel, you will probably enjoy Captain Marvel 2. Eternals, apparently we'll learn nothing new about the Eternals. It's still set to arrive in cinemas 2021. Show me a trailer, show me something. There's a hell of a cast in there. I don't care about the film because I don't know the Eternals. I have no anticipation for this at all, and the fact that it's meant to be out next year and we haven't seen anything is probably quite worrying. Black Widow, apparently we didn't get anything new. It is still heading to theatres, which is good. That's May, June next year, I think, so 2021. I will watch Black Widow. I love Scarlett Johansson. I think she's excellent, and she's really good in the role of Black Widow. So yeah, I will definitely give that a go. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This one has me intrigued. I know nothing about Shang-Chi. I'm not a comic guy. I know very little about Marvel outside of the MCU, to be honest. But a pure Kung Fu focused Marvel film could be really cool. Iron Fist on Netflix was terrible. But if they do this one well and the martial arts is as good as it could be, then yeah, I will be all up for that. But again, I think this one's meant to be out next year, 2021 as well. Show us a trailer for anything at this point. Thor Love and Thunder, it's confirmed that Christian Bale will be playing Gorr the God Butcher. Chris Hemsworth is a great Thor. For me, the best Thor film is the original, directed by Kenneth Branagh. Taika Waititi's Ragnarok, it's good, it's very enjoyable, it's a lot of fun. I think we'll be getting more of the same with Love and Thunder. Just show me something. Anything. For me to start to make my mind up, but I'm not all that excited about that one. Blade, apparently we didn't learn anything new. This is the Mahershala Ali film about the vampire turned vampire hunter. Originally played by Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes did an amazing job. Blade is one of the best superhero films. So this could be interesting. I quite like Blade as a character. We will have to see. Ant-Man and the Wasp 3 was announced. This one's called Quantumania. Apparently Catherine Newton is joined to play Scott Lang's daughter Cassie, and John Majors is taking on the role of Kang the Conqueror, who I think is going to be the big bad for phases 4, maybe phase 5, we'll have to see. The Ant-Man films don't really do it for me. I absolutely love Paul Rudd. I think Paul Rudd's just brilliant in just about everything. But for some reason these films just don't work for me, and I'm about as excited for this as I was for Ant-Man and the Wasp. If you like Ant-Man, you're probably going to like this. It's the same creation team behind the other two films. So yeah, I think we always knew that was coming, but it just never felt for me that Ant-Man has fitted into the world in any real way. Black Panther 2, it sounds like they're not going to be recasting Chadwick Boseman, may he rest in peace. And I think that's fair. He created such a legacy with that character. If they recast it, I think, one, you would struggle to find someone who embodied the role in such a way, and two, I don't think it would be a wise decision, because Chadwick is so loved by so many people, regardless of how you feel about the Black Panther film, and he was just an incredible talent. So it's good that they're going to honour his legacy. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I really enjoyed Black Panther. It's another one where you've got to show me what you're doing. I need to know more. I don't know how they can do it without Chadwick Boseman, but we will see. This sounds like it's down the line. So we'll have to see. Fantastic Four film was announced. This is the reason, or one of the 2 or 3 reasons why Disney bought Fox, to get the rights for Fantastic Four back. It's confirmed that John Watts, who was responsible for the first of the 2 MCU Sony Spider-Man films, he's going to be directing it. I don't really care for Fantastic Four. The 3 films, never really sat well with me. The first 2 were a good bit of fun, but nothing more. The last one, which was the remake, was just god awful. Just terrible. I don't feel that we need another Fantastic Four reboot anytime soon, really. So it'll be interesting how they bring them into the MCU, if it is a reboot, or if they just take off the idea that people already know who they are and they just existed while everything else is going on. Show me something. All of these so far, outside of Black Widow and Shang-Chi and Blade, I think Blade's my most anticipated of these, actually. It's very much, show me some footage, let me get a feel for the film, and then I'll make my mind up. So that's the films. I don't know, outside of Fantastic Four, I don't think there's anything new there. TV shows, this is all going to be coming to Disney Plus over the next 2 years, I guess. We have WandaVision, which is the worst title for a TV show I think I've ever heard. This comes out in January. There's a trailer. We will have a quick look at that. Oh, this is trailer 2. I don't think I've seen trailer 1. I love Paul Bettany. I love Elizabeth Olsen. I have very little interest in this from what I've seen. we'll give the trailer a go and see what we think, see if it gives us any idea. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Oh, we got a trailer for this as well. I don't know how you can do a series with Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan playing off each other. I don't think their chemistry was strong enough to do that without Chris Evans in the mix. Anthony Mackie, I really like Anthony Mackie. I think he's been excellent in everything I've seen him in until I saw him in Altered Carbon Season 2, where, and it's not his fault, I don't think it's his fault, but his portrayal of Takeshi Kovacs didn't work for me. It really didn't work for me. And again, I don't think that is his fault. He's a very talented guy, but that's kind of taken the shine off this for me. We'll watch the trailer, we'll see what we think, we'll get to that in a minute. The Loki series, this has been doing the rounds for a very long time. Looks like we've got a trailer as well, that's coming in May. Falcon and Winter Soldier is coming in March. So we've got January through February, WandaVision. March through, I'm guessing, April is Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier. And then May, June is going to be Loki. We'll watch that trailer. I think Loki could be very good. Tom Hiddleston's excellent in the role. Tom Hiddleston's excellent anyway. If you've ever seen The Night Manager with Hugh Laurie and Tom Hiddleston, just incredible. One of the best series of the last 10 years. He's excellent in that, and I think that he could bring a real good amount of energy as a standalone Loki TV show. Just the chaotic nature of Loki is good. Thor is still out there, I guess. I don't know where this fits in the time frame, so maybe we'll get some Chris Hemsworth in there as well, because their chemistry is really good. But we'll give that trailer a go in a couple of minutes. Miss Marvel, this is coming 2021 as well. Okay. Iman Vellani will play Kamala Khan in the show and in the upcoming film Captain Marvel 2. Looks like we've got a sizzle reel here like we did with Andor. Miss Marvel isn't a character I know anything about really. We'll give it a go. She sounds more like she's just a fangirl for Captain Marvel. Which seems odd, but people seem to love her in, as I say, in the Square Enix Avengers game, so yeah, we'll give that a watch. Hawkeye, I do like Jeremy Renner in the role. I don't really know how you can do a TV series with him though. He was never really that big of a part of the MCU. Now this is expected to launch late 2021. It's confirmed that Haley Steinfeld is Kate Bishop. I think we already knew that anyway. And Florence Pugh is going to reprise her role as Yelena Belova. She's in Black Widow. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. I do like Jeremy Renner. But I wouldn't say I'm really excited for it. She-Hulk, it's been confirmed that Orphan Black star Tatiana Maslany will be playing She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters. Mark Ruffalo is going to appear as Hulk. I think that's pretty much a given these days. Tim Roth will be reprising his role as Abomination. I like Tim Roth. I really like Tim Roth. I know nothing about She-Hulk. She-Hulk turns out... Jennifer Walters is a lawyer who specialises specifically... Can you specialise specifically? In superhero-oriented legal cases. This seems like the perfect segue to get Daredevil in. And if you bring in Daredevil in, bring in the Punisher. Because Jon Bernthal and Charlie Cox were incredible in the Netflix shows. If we're going to get Daredevil in that, then yes, I'm up for it. If not, even Tim Roth isn't enough to get me excited for that. Sadly. Moon Knight, I did hear that they're looking at Oscar Isaac for Moon Knight. I have no idea what Moon Knight's name is. His real name. Bringing a whole new, different vibe to the MCU, Moon Knight is an action-adventure, Indiana Jones-type story come to life as a Disney Plus series directed by Mohamed Diab. What? If this is Oscar Isaac, I am 1000% in. Because the guy can do no wrong. He's incredible in everything. Absolutely love Oscar Isaac. So, yeah, sure, why not? Moon Knight says here he's a vigilante, and I love Punisher as well. So, a complex vigilante who suffers from dissociative identity disorder, has multiple identities. That could be very complex. That could be a lot of fun, actually. Okay, Moon Knight's a yes, so far. Secret Invasion, next to Civil War, Secret Invasion is arguably the biggest comic book event of the last 20 years. I've read Civil War, I haven't read Secret Invasion. They are bringing back Ben Mendelsohn as Talos and Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury. Anything with Samuel Jackson's in is a yes from me. This is a TV series. Interesting. Yeah, that could be quite good. I bet that's going to be like a mini-series or a limited series or something. But yeah, Samuel Jackson's in it, sign me up. Ironheart. With Iron Man no more, Marvel Studios moving forward on the story of Ironheart. Dominic Thorne will play Riri Williams. Isn't she the kid who made the best Iron Man suit in the world ever? And she's like 12. I love Iron Man's armor designs in the MCU. The suits are just amazing. While Iron Man isn't my favourite character, Downey Jr. did amazing in that role. I'd be interested if there's any connection to him and having him come back in with this, but I don't care. Ironheart is, as a non-comic fan, Ironheart is not somebody I know anything about. And this just sounds like they're varying characters and branching off into something else for an audience that doesn't include me, and that's absolutely fine. That's how you grow your fan base. Apparently this and Secret Invasion will tie into future MCU films. Well, Secret Invasion is obviously a prelude to an Avengers film. Yeah, okay, whatever. Armor Wars. Don Cheadle returns as Rhodey in Armor Wars, based on the classic Marvel story about Tony Stark's worst fear coming true. It's what happens when his tech falls into the wrong hands. That sounds interesting. Like I just said, I love Iron Man's armor designs. Sounds like there'll be a lot of them in that. Don Cheadle is great as Rhodey as well. Yeah, I will watch that. All you're giving us is little snippets of stories. Give us trailers. I know it's far too early yet, but I would rather we got something accompanying these films and TV show announcements. But yeah, so that's 2. That's Moon Knight, that's 3. Moon Knight, Secret Invasion, and Armor Wars that are a big yes. Animated shows, we've got the animated What If. We've got a trailer for that as well. We'll give that a watch. The What If stuff sounded quite interesting, where it changes like some of the characters in. I think Peggy Carter becomes Captain Britain, I guess it would be, instead of having a Captain America and stuff. So yeah, that could be quite interesting, just how they play on different events in what the MCU brought us into, really, with the 11 years of films. Yeah, we'll give that a watch. I Am Groot. Disney Plus will be home of a series of shorts featuring Groot in this ongoing series of adventures with several new and unusual characters. Sounds like they're just trying to get some filler there, really, but Baby Groot is pretty cool. So yeah, it's animated, it's probably not for me. But yeah, it's nice that we're getting some more Groot stuff. Hopefully James Gunn's in on that one. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special for 2022. Live action Guardians special. Alright, this sounds great. James Gunn's in it, right? Marvel Studios is finally able to do some of the things we've always wanted to do. They didn't quite have the right outlet for, like produce our first ever live action holiday special. In irreverent Guardians fashion, the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special is going to be a lot of fun, especially since James Gunn is back to write and direct. Perfect. In fact, we're going to shoot it during production of Volume 3, Guardians Volume 3. And this is expected to arrive 2022. If they're shooting it while they're shooting Guardians 3, 1, that makes perfect sense. 2, is this pretty much confirming Guardians Volume 3 for 2023? I've mentioned Guardians Volume 3 outside of that though. Yeah, I'm all up for that. James Gunn is incredible. I love Guardians. Guardians is one of my favourite films of the MCU. It's probably my second favourite film actually. Outside of Winter Soldier. But purely because I just love Chris Pratt in this role. He's so funny. And James Gunn really got the characters of the Guardians right. So yeah, sign me up for that one. So there's a couple of things for me in here. Let's take a quick look at some of these trailers then. So this is the second trailer for WandaVision. This is WandaVision.
What are you doing rattling around this big house?
Well, I assure you, I'm married to a man, a human one.
I don't really know what they're going for here. It seems like her mind's just a complete little mess since Vision died. If it takes place after.
We just don't know what to expect.
I do like that it seems to span decades. That's pretty funny. Was that hinting at kids?
Wanda, what's up?
Who are you?
It's a very strange choice to be the first MCU TV show.
Are you here to help us?
There's obviously some crazy stuff going on here then.
This is our home.
Then let's fight for it.
I haven't looked into this.
Well, I think we
I don't
handled
know
that
what the story is. We'll give it a watch. We'll see if we can figure out what the story is. It will probably be a lot of fun. It looks like it'll be a lot of fun. I don't see how they can bring in other... Mind you, it's Marvel, they can do whatever they want. Feige's a genius at bringing in other characters. So that was the second trailer for WandaVision. Again, the worst title in the world for a TV show. Let's take a look at Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
The legacy of that shield is complicated.
Are they gonna pay homage to Cap in this quite a bit then?
The world.
I don't know when this is set either. I'm guessing it's post Endgame.
People need something to get behind.
I mean, it looks very high budget. That's Zemo, isn't it? Isn't...
So what's our plan?
I'm sure what they're gonna do is gonna be interesting, but this just feels like it could have been a film.
So no plan.
They don't have good enough chemistry to carry a show. We've seen all this with Iron Man. Flying through canyons getting shot at isn't new.
cyborg brain of yours.
You don't want to know.
Oh, yeah, I can see it working. Gears turning. Oh, they're malfunctioning. They're on fire. God, I hate you.
It's not funny. It's not. If that's gonna be the dialogue that we're getting, you're gonna lose me very quickly. Yeah, still not sold on that. And it's out so soon. That's gotta be the first trailer. It's out 2 months. Give it a go. Of course I'll give it a go. We'll see. Take a look at the Loki. I think this is the first trailer for Loki, isn't it? This is coming out in May, so this isn't too long away either. We've seen all this before.
Get your hands off.
This is all Endgame stuff. How did none of them notice him disappear? That's something that's always bugged me. Where did the handcuffs go? I'm picking at things. I shouldn't be doing that. That's impressive.
You're taking me somewhere to kill me.
No, I'm taking you someplace to talk.
Where
Is that
I
Owen
like
Wilson?
to talk.
But you do like to lie, which you just
Owen Wilson's
did.
cool.
Because we both know you love to talk. Talky.
How long have you been here?
I don't know, it's hard to say. You know, time passes differently here in the TVA.
What does that mean?
You'll catch up.
So this is probably set at any point, anywhere in the MCU.
Glorious.
I'm getting a kind of Suicide Squad vibe from it. Maybe that's what the TVA is. That looks cool. That's Black Widow.
Brother, Heimdall, you better be ready.
That's cool.
Come on. What did you expect?
Yeah, I mean that of the 3 trailers, that looks the more fun. I mean, Hiddleston has so much charisma; he can carry a show on his own like this. I didn't get that from Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is a shame. But yeah, Loki seems like it'll be a lot of fun. Do we want to have a look at Miss Marvel? I feel like I should really. Might be interesting. How long is it?
Miss Marvel
Minute.
is a new kind of superhero. But at the core of all of it, her story is so universal.
Miss Marvel is one of the newer characters in the Marvel comics. And when one comes in that grabs the world's imagination like this, the questions are, when are we going to bring Miss Marvel to the screen?
When Miss Marvel first came out, we had such an incredible reaction.
It was so incredibly popular because everybody could see themselves in her.
I never saw a young teenager of color, specifically a Pakistani,
Making
in a
her
comic
out
book. Are you kidding?
like she's as big as
The
Spider-Man.
casting process was vast. When we discovered Iman, we knew that she was Kamala Khan.
It was unanimous decision.
Yeah, I can't comprehend this right now.
And then, of course, we've got a really incredible team of directors directors, Bilal Fallah, Adel Al-Arabi, Mira Menon, and Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. And all of them are taking the material and elevating it.
So Human, it's about a teenager figuring out who she is and about relationships. Family and friendship is at the heart.
So it's a
of the
teenage
MCU
superhero
canon.
drama.
That's what's so exciting about the story that we're bringing, is that we're going to introduce you to a new family that's also going to be part of the wider MCU.
People will watch it. There's people who will love the character, I'm sure. I just don't get it. And I can't think of anything more boring than a teenage drama in a superhero, forced into a superhero universe. That's the reason I don't love the Spider-Man films. The Tom Holland ones. Because they're just... We've done the whole superhero high school thing with the Tobey Maguire ones and the Andrew Garfield ones. It felt like it was going over the same old ground. Tom Holland is a great Peter Parker, don't get me wrong, but the films just never wowed me. That doesn't really interest me at all. But there'll be an audience for it. What If? Let's have a look at What If then.
Space.
The final frontier. Maybe not.
Reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility.
Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
I was promised an army.
You have a super soldier.
I mean, it could be interesting. It depends how long the shots are.
You sure don't seem too freaked out about all this, kid.
Michael Rooker.
What you doing out there all by yourself anyway?
Awesome.
Sounds fun. But why stop at one world when we can show you all of them?
I am the Watcher. I am your guide.
Is that meant to be Iron Man then?
New realities. Follow me.
Collector?
Dare to face the unknown.
Marvel Zombies with Bucky. Interesting.
Ponder the question. What if?
Give me the door.
That was Chadwick, wasn't it? Was this Chadwick's last MCU performance then? Yeah, I mean, 10-minute episodes, you probably hold my attention. Yeah, that could be fun. Be a lot of fun. More to take away from that than I expected, which isn't a bad thing at all. There's not really any films coming out that are grabbing me. Part of me wishes that Blade would just be a standalone external thing. Yeah, I think Marvel will do very well. I feel that it's lost the big shine. A good friend of mine, he's excited for quite a bit of this stuff. Yeah, Shang-Chi could be good. I do like a martial arts film, so yeah, that's the Disney Plus Marvel lineup. Films, sounds like most of them are going to be going at the cinema, hopefully. But that's really it. I don't really know what else I can say. I don't have much of backstory for characters and things, so really all I can talk about is when we see trailers, and we haven't really seen much of that in any of these events. So that's where I'm going to leave this one. Thank you very much for joining, and I hope see you in the next one.